Hey, this is Spartan 300 Therm, and I'm generally incompetent. So this is going to be a new series to replace I Like StarCraft 2 no matter how bad I am at it, because I'm just feeling as though that it's starting to get repetitive, and I'm just not enjoying making it anymore. I'm really not. So, as such, I will be replacing it with this series. I am generally incompetent, and I guess you guys understand the pun. General, and, incompetence, so on and so forth. It's simple enough. So anyway, I am playing as Pact. I'm going for a very Russian-based force. Actually, when I created the deck, which is for some inexplicable reason the term for the guys you bring with you, it's relatively air heavy. After this match, I've actually shifted it a bit because I've realized that infantry are awesome, and I am planning on using them more. So this game is Wargame Airland Battle. It is very fun, and if you see the noob to pro on it, just so you know, the problems with the typing seem to have gone away, and the problems with the, what's it called? The, unit placement. I'm finally getting one guy. Like, as you can see, I finally have a squad of a single guy. So, the game seems to have fixed itself. I don't know if it's a patch, or maybe my computer was just being weird. So, now the game's beginning. The enemy, of course, is NATO, because I'm playing the Warsaw Pact. So, I open up with an artillery bombardment. I recall hitting something because the points go up 100, but I'm not sure what I hit. I know it was my artillery because I was the only guy with artillery on the field at the time. And here comes, I believe it's my MiG, yes it is. And I believe I took out their command vehicle. Oh, nope. Never mind, that might have been later. And I die horribly. So we get a small early lead. I take Bravo. And Bravo is, I wouldn't say there's much tension going on there, but some fun stuff goes on there. As you can see, you can go in from the side, so I end up using that to flank my opponents. It doesn't go very well because there's no cover, but I try. So there's a small dogfight going on here. Got some light assault vehicles. Looking awesome. So at the moment, I'm setting up my troops. So I got my AA guys in the back. I have my basic infantry here. And I'm about to get my anti-tank infantry here. Wait, they're gonna go eventually. Come on. Really? I don't realize that they're not going in? That's unfortunate. So I start bringing in troops from the side. A mix between me and one of my allies. So my tanks go in, they get killed horribly by enemy air. And so these are the really cheap spammy tanks. They're only 15 points, or whatever the currency is. So I tend to get a lot of them. They're getting shot down because, hey, they're 15 points, they die a lot. I have to say, they tend not to pay for themselves, but they're very useful as scouting, and also just to find out where the enemy is. I actually guess that is scouting, but even still, it doesn't matter that much. So I get a command vehicle, sorry, and it's a tank. So it's 200 points. Very expensive. I probably should have brought a small escort, maybe a BTR, or possibly even a helicopter. And I tried to go directly for the point because I wasn't paying attention to the enemy locations. But I managed to save him. So now I get the Tunguska, which is anti-air, into position. He starts getting shot at, and I'm just like, whoa, gotta run away. So I get my MiG in to try to take these guys out. I believe I hit one of them with the cluster bombs. Let's see. Yep, got one. And this guy runs. Sorry. So, just troop placement, very basic stuff. I actually never paid attention to what was going on over here because this is my entire army right here. No need to divide my army. Splits my concentration. So I type in help because I thought I was being pursued with this guy, and I didn't want to lose 200 points. So here's some allies. What are they called? Anti-tank. They died kind of horribly. So now here's something very strange. The enemy sends in 2 tanks. From what I can tell, they have 2 guns, some competent armor, and considering the fact that they're NATO, from what I can tell, everything is more expensive with them. So, what happens... that sounds weird. There's a slight echo, high pitch. Not sure what that is. My throat's been, filling up recently. I'm not sure why. So, he sends in his guys. There it is again! What the hell? Anyway, so he sends in his guys up the hill, and I assume that there were 60 points a guy, so... let's pay attention to how many points we gain from this. Because they are about to get slaughtered. I have my basic infantry, anti-tank, and some anti-air that can double as some anti-tank. Not very well because it's just a light machine gun, but, you know, we can do it. Where's the sound effects? That's weird. Anyway, so, yeah, a slaughter. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, how much did it rise? That's about 100. So now, here are some really light anti-tank guys. They are awesome. They cost me 25 points a guy. I took out one enemy tank with it. Wait, got to take him out. There we go. Their aim is horrible, but it doesn't matter because when they hit, they kill their target. So I killed about 80 points worth of enemy guys with that one shot. So they already paid for themselves. And I eventually got the anti-air guy, which probably cost them about, I'd guess 30. It only has one gun. It's a Stinger, and I believe that's the infantry anti-air weapon, so it can't be that much. So now he fires a shot. Somehow it goes up. I don't know why. I'm not very aware of the way rocket physics work, so, you know. So I managed to take out the enemy CV with this. And two of the enemy's guys. So that's a significant gain for us. And we're gaining a very nice lead. I take out the enemy's anti-air guy, and I eventually lose my Conquerus. But even still, I killed about 100 points for 50. I'd take that trade any day. Got 100% profit on that. Well, I won't say the term is profit, but you guys understand. So, as you can see, they control more zones. They control 2, 4 zones. We control 3. I could move in over there, but it's still very heavily fortified. He's got the Marines here, which has a dominant control. He also has Marines here. He's got the LAVs. He's got the anti-air. You know, he's got a lot of stuff. So this tank right here cost me 130. It's very powerful. It has 3 guns. Actually, I think that the, what's it called, is supposed to represent the, like a special kind of ammunition it has. But it doesn't matter that much. So now I'm about to get a bunch of spammy tanks to escort the, what are they called, the supply vehicles to the base. This guy, if I recall correctly, does not end up paying for himself, which is unfortunate. So yeah, a large amount of guys are coming in from here. I'm actually loading up my troops. That actually may have happened earlier, for an attack. Nope, that's happening now. So now, do I take out that enemy air? Come on, take him out. Ah, you're incompetent. So now, does my ally take him out? Okay, he gets one of them. So, let's speed things up. So, lots of airplanes in the sky for some inexplicable reason. So now, this is disastrous. I do end up gaining a small gain, which that was probably not grammatically incorrect. Gaining a small gain. That sounded wrong. Anyway, so I gained something small. That sounds better. From this. I lose almost all my troops. Like, it's because these guys are in buildings, and this ends up just being a gigantic mess. He has Marines right here. I think they're all dead now. Nope, he has a squad. So yeah, the Marines are dying horribly here. Got the long-range firefight going on. This fight was just a disaster for me. This could not have gone any worse, really. Actually, so now what ends up happening is that my guys get in the building here. Actually, I do take up the enemy CV because they move another one in to recapture the area. Anyway, I get the guys here, and that gives me a dominant view. These guys have full ammunition. They have 18 shots. So if any tanks want to pass through here, they're going to have some trouble. So with these really cheap tanks, I managed to take out the enemy CV. It's going to take a couple of seconds. Actually, I think eventually I gave up on that and sent in an airplane to do it, but it's fine. So he's taking, that sounded really weird. He sent in a Cobra eventually to take out these guys. Eventually he does with an airstrike. Oh, never mind, it was the T-55s that took out the enemy vehicle. So now, suddenly a bunch of tanks are coming in here. This is not good at all. Also, they're in squads of 1, so I can't target entire groups. It's a smart strategy. However, I do eventually remember that I have artillery down here. Come on, when do I fire? There we go. And the artillery isn't as successful as I would have preferred. I send in the airplanes. I think I take one out. Okay, they merged, so I'm not sure if they lost one. And for some reason, there's no rewind. It's very weird. Does he fire? No, he does not. So I got the BTRs with basic infantry. I was thinking that maybe I could get them in here, but that doesn't go very well. So they eventually turn. Yep, there we go. Oh, never mind, there was a free building. So, yeah, I've kind of lost control of this area. However, look at the difference in the scores. We got a lead of about 300 points. And even though they're trying to dominate the battlefield, they're losing their guys. So, I think I unload. Nope, they just die. Oh, never mind, they unloaded here. Or maybe those were the guys that died. You know, the guys whose transport died. So now these guys eventually end up paying off because they're getting a couple of rockets off at them. There goes one. So I get the T-55 in here, and he ends up dying pretty horribly. I just love the weapons in this game. Yep, there we go. And I send in another artillery strike. Do I hit anything? Artillery and airstrike requested. No, that was my allies. So we actually brought in this artillery guy. It doesn't do as much damage, but sends out a lot more rockets. And I actually ended up adding what I believe to be that in my deck. What's it called? The MFRW BM21. Someone please remember that for me. I'll check the recording later, and I'll make sure that I have the right guy in my deck. So eventually he just overruns this position. I'm forced to move this guy for a couple seconds to the forest. I managed to get a couple more points out of this area, and I think eventually he dies. Yeah, so he starts moving, so we lose the area temporarily. He starts to storm in. And he stops right about now. So we retake the area, get a couple of extra points out of there. Eventually he gets it. So another airstrike comes in. An ally actually brought in some helicopters, and they were devastating. So we got 5 tanks so far. Anything else? Oh, I think 6 tanks, but there may have been a merge. So these guys are still here. They don't really have enough range to take out those guys, but even still, they paid for themselves. So now, we're preparing some guys. We're getting an ambush set. I'm getting a small counterattack prepared. Eventually they don't end up counterattacking. So now look at this. We just lost an area, but that was a complete Pyrrhic victory for them. Because they lost so many guys that we now have a 1,000 point lead. That is very, very bad for them. I don't know why he fired over there. Oh, does he get the command vehicle? Come on, come on, come on. Ah, come on. Come on, come on. Nah. Out of all those rockets, one of them should have hit. And so we have about a 1,000 point lead on them. Actually, 900 more specifically. Wait, let me see if I can do my math right. 800. And, you know, I'm not going to even bother. Anyway, so we have a 1,000 point lead on them. That is significant. So now what happens is that they need to be very careful. We can risk losing a lot of guys. And even if we kill just 500 points, we still have a 500 point lead. So if we kill 1,000, like if we kill 500 with like major counterattack, and they kill 1,000, we have a 500 point lead on them, and it'll take very little to finish them off. So now he gets a bunch of tanks coming in here. I don't know why so close, and I get a massive amount of guys set up. So these are the anti-tank guys. I was thinking that maybe I could bring them over here and get some watch over the road. I didn't consider the fact that they'd be out of range, but they die anyway. So I got some anti-air guys up, a bunch of BTRs, and 8 T-55s. They're very spammy, but I believe they eventually do kill one guy, and I actually think that means that the entire group has paid for itself in the process. Pretty sad, I know. So now, sorry, I got the artillery here, but they can't really fire. Got an ally MiG coming in. Does he take anything out? And no. I do have the T-55s moving. They have the dense forest, which gives them some cover. I believe eventually we do kill one of them. Let's hide the HUD. Lots of explosions. You know, let's get the HUD back. Yeah, the HUD makes not much nicer fights. That way the trees don't get in the way. Damn trees. Burn down the forests! That's actually kind of happening already, but burn them faster. Nope, I don't get any of them. That's a shame. But eventually we now have a 500 point lead. A further 500, so now we have a 1,500 point... No, never mind, still 1,000. But we're getting a lot. These helicopters over here are starting to take out some tanks. Well, eventually they start taking out some tanks. I think they took out 1 or 2. See some craters. That might just be where the rockets hit. A Chincox. I believe that's a troop transport. So, yeah, we're bombarding that area. We're starting to gain points. Also, over here, we're gaining a lot of guys. So, both of my artillery guys just decide, okay, let's fire in this general direction, hope for the best. I actually aimed for here because I was thinking that maybe the enemy CV was there, which it was. I don't think I ended up hitting it. Let's find out. And a bang. Do I hit it? No? Okay. You know, it's very long range, so the rockets end up scattering a lot, so it's only so much that could have happened there. And now we got a bunch of our airplane bombardments going on. So, 270-ish points. Wait, 262 points, and we win. 160. Nope, 262. Last time was 362. So yeah, we're getting very close to winning. I don't even think they realize it because they're still making this push. Although they have the advantage, military-wise, like game speaking, their points are very low. And so we are about to win. All we need to do is kill one more guy. And there's a MiG. Let's see what the final kill was. Maybe it's the cargo unit. Maybe we eventually kill him. I don't know. Wait, maybe the MiG is going in for another run? No? Okay then. Come on. Come on. Where's the killing blow? What? No killing blow? Okay. Let's speed it up. Oh, here comes one of my airplanes. Yeah, I think it was me. Victory! Yeah. And that was really fun. I love that match a lot, and that's the reason why I chose that one to show to you guys. So, I'm Spartan300 Therm. A like and subscription are appreciated, and I am generally incompetent. Thank you, and see you next time.